Hello. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hope you are doing good and you had a great day. Give me 1 minute. I'm just posting the links across Twitter and my Telegram. I'll be ready in a minute. Bang, bang, bang. Right there. Done. Done, 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 done. So I posted the link. Hi, hi, Ram. I'm not in Josh. I had a good sleep, 2 hours sleep in the evening. So I'm feeling nice and fresh. Hi Raghu, hi Vasudha, hi Tarun, hi Mitchell, hi Ashish, hi Lou, hi Gazula, hi Amit. Good evening, good evening. Hi Uttam, hi Krish, hi Shavik, hi Ashwin, hi Jeremy, hi Alpesh. Good evening, guys. Let me just stop sharing and share it properly. Now, today we have one more feature from Zoom, which is whiteboard. So instead of going to paint, I can use the whiteboard. Hi Amit, hi Ram, hi Yogesh. Sat Shri Akal, guys. Yes, I'm fresh because I had a 2 hour sleep in the evening. I was exhausted in the day. Hi David, hi Sudeep, hi Sandeep, hi Nagraj, hi Ahmed, hi David, good evening. Hi Paul. Guys, I do not do it only for you. I also do it for me because it makes me come back, spend 1 hour regularly, plan for my things because every day in your office, you may not have enough time to look at the charts, look at the situation. So if you are prepared, you can address that situation pretty well. And I found that, yes, it's working well for me. Let's share. Let's see how it works for all other people. Hi, Vijit. Hi, Saurabh. Hi, Anish. Hi, Sachin. Hi, Deepak. All right, guys. So I'll start. Hi, Chiran. Long time. Hi, Anjesh. So I wanted to start with two things. Tomorrow we have a couple of speakers from FIT who are going to speak. So I'm pulling up investing.com just to see what's their schedule. Because a single statement from any of these gentlemen changes the tune of the market. So I don't want to be caught off guard. So let me filter it only for USA. All right. So tomorrow we are going to have very important cold retail sales number. This is going to be really, really important for Amazon, Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's. In addition to that, we also have numbers coming from Walmart, number coming from Home Depot. So this is an important event. We need to be cognizant of the fact that anything which is being shown in the futures right now can change. Bullard speaks at 8. He is one of the biggest hawkish, the person who wants 75 basis points increase in the interest rates. So we should listen to him. You could go live on Bloomberg or CNBC to hear what this gentleman is speaking. The retail sales are really, really important because it's going to tell you the sentiment of the uh, public, the crowd, because this gives you a clarity that yes, whether we are going to have a good sentiment of spending or consumer spending or not. If consumer spending is weak, it means inflation is killing that, and inflation is overpowering the salaries. So the people or the like most of the people, they do not have that kind of increment against the kind of increment in expenses they have. So as a result of it, they start to spend less, they start to go out less, and hence the consumer spending is reduced. Right now, the consumer spending month on month is shown as a forecast of 0.4%. If it is a negative, that could be a really game changer for Fed, because that will tell them inflation is really too high. You need to hold bull by the horns and increase the interest rate again and again until it reaches a saturation point where they can say that yes, inflation is trimming down. Currently, crude is really, really high, and I don't think so. The crude is going to come down soon. It may extend and even break its yearly high. Second thing, the wheat exports from India have been banned. As a result, as a consequence of that, we're gonna have increase in all the products, like downstream products from the wheat, bread, uh, biscuits, anything bakery products, anything which involves flour is gonna get impacted, and which is going to increase the inflation. So I don't think inflation is uh, coming down as much as it was expected by the Fed. So they are caught in a ground where if they do not act now, inflation is going to bust the economy. And if they do act by increasing the interest rate and reducing the liquidity by dampening the demand, the growth of the country will be in the cushion. So you need to be very, very clear that yes, inflation numbers are going to be indirectly impacted through core retail sales. If the retail sales are high, it means the consumer sentiment is good and inflation is reducing a little. But if the core retail numbers are bad, then it means that inflation is taking its action. So cognizant of the fact that yes, this is there. Then in night 15, we have the capacity utilization rate. This is also really important because in the last 7 years, last month, there was the first time when the productivity rate was bad. As of now, the capital utilization is expected to be 78.6. I think it's gonna be a little like flattish to less. I'm not expecting it to cross 78.6 as expected, but less. Industrial production, all of that. And 2 o'clock, Mr. Jerome Powell will speak. So you cannot control him. Every time he speaks very clearly. People and market perceives a little late what he wants to communicate. So I'll be very, very careful if I have positions going into what he wants to speak. If this is a presentation or it's a conference or a dialogue and it's a clear dialogue, then in that case, we should not be worried. But if it's something which is like ad hoc and has to be answered by him live, then it will be difficult. So tomorrow is going to be very crucial. The most important is the core retail sales and bullets. So let's see if market hold up till 9:30 for that or not. All right. So let me just start with our daily scans. Right now, market is about 0.5% up. And every time I say market, I prefer or reference towards ES futures I do not take a reference towards NQ future because I do not track it. I do not trade it. So let's start from the basic scanner, which is inside day. So we have inside day on NVIDIA, triple Q. Let me make inside day on NVIDIA. Inside day. I'm just mentioning today. ST, so the triple Q also has an inside day. Then we have MU. Okay, I don't trade all of them. Let's do the second scanner. Open, low, high. It was only W. Open at 58, high at 58, made a low for 50. That's about 14%, roughly 14%. Not a clean, but again, guys, I will recommend this simple scanner. If you do not know how to create it, you come here, you click and add filters. You can add study. In the study, use custom. In the custom, click add condition. In the condition, use value or like price. You can choose open and equals to price. Where is low? Low. And save it. So open is equal to low. Similarly, you need to draw open is equal to high. And once you do that, make sure you choose any, and that's it. Run this scanner at around 9:45, and you will see you will get some tickers from your watch list. Open, high, low, where open is equal to high, go short. Open is equal to low, go long. Very simple, very workable scanner. All right. So let's go into our tickers. I'll start with ES. ES as of now is making a bull flag. And today, 4009, it acted as a very good point. Like it was not easy for ES to break above 4009. It closed below it. Right now, it's showing a move upward and making an inside day, but it did made a higher high, higher low. Got a rejection from this purple line. It could not break it and got resistance. So again, 4009, which is our last Fibonacci level, this number and this is the Fibonacci. This remains in place. Target is 4060, 4014, and it's making a bull flag. We went up, came down, but we made a higher lows. So it's making a bull flag. And again, it's a continuation of the morning star. The morning star was there. It's a continuation. Nothing has given up. Like if it closes below this line, then it means the morning star failed. Right now it's holding that line, closed above it. Right now future is holding well above it. So I will consider this as a positive. So in this case, my bias is positive. Again, now I'm just reducing it to 4020. I don't want to go above. 4009 is my stop loss, which I just showed, which is there. And 4060 is now my 12 EMA target. 4105 is the target. Second thing, it's what I mentioned was a cover morning star continuation and bull flag. And it can really squeeze up if it crosses 4060. Because above 4060, you see the 34 EMA is around 4200. So there is a possibility of almost 140 points on ES. That's constitute about 3.5%. So if you want to be a super long, wait for 4060. if you want to be aggressive trader, you can go long above 40.20 right now, keeping a stop loss of 14.09, and then it should help. But I would recommend that let's go break 40.60 to have more confidence, because once it regained the 12 EMA, it will have much better opportunity to show the strength and extend the strength. So that's my there. On the short side 39.80 has been proving a really good area, and you see why it is acting as a good area. You need to understand why. You see the low here, not the low, the close 39.89. Then we have the dodgy 39.90. Then we have the open 39.90. Here the low is 39.80. So in all these cases, this level is getting respected. Close, open, and it regained, and it was held. So 39.80 is going to be a tough area to crack. And if 39.80 is held, then the next level is 39.50, 39.60, this area, and this area. So this area is 39.30, 39.40. So if we lose 4,009, first area of support is 39.80 and then 39.40. I'm giving 40.60 today because we should had a follow-up on Morningstar. We could not. So I'm increasing a little bit of the negative percentage, 40. SPY, again, it's exactly similar to what we have seen in ES. It's a perfect gravestone doji, and it did made a higher high, higher low, but it showed a lot of confusion. When you are showing a lot of confusion at a bottom, it means, like, whenever you see dodgy, you need to look at the trend. If you see dodgy at the bottom, it means somehow you are trying to move away. If you break below the dodgy, in that case, you're going to make a new low. So 400 is going to be really important. 402, which is 38.2 Fibonacci. If we cross that, 406.50 is my first target. So I'm positive, 406.50. And this is called a gravestone doji. Again, this was not a clean morning star, but there was no gap, so I'll take that. Stop loss is clearly 399, 400. So I'll keep that 400. Buy above 400, 225. I'll just keep the same 400, 225. Target 4654. And then 50% Fibonacci is important, but it is not significant support or resistance as compared to 23, 30, and 61. These three Fibonacci levels are really good. 61, 38, and 23. Again, there are rules here. If you come and break 38, you are going to hit 61. 50 will not provide any good resistance. If you're coming from top to bottom, if you break 61, you're going to come hit 0 most of the time. So these are the rules which are related to the Elliott wave. So I used to use Elliott wave in the past, but they are very time consuming, so I'm not using them anymore. But if I have some time in future, we will definitely come back and understand that. So 412.66 is the second target. Also reducing the 60%. I'm still waiting for a follow-up. So waiting for a follow-up. Gravestone doji. And guys, once you start understanding these candles, they will tell you each and everything very clearly. Now, what if we lose? If we lose below 400, or if we lose below today's low, 397, 398. So sell below 398. with a stop loss of 400. Or in fact, you can sell. Yeah, target is 395.50, 395.65, and 392. 60% and 40%. So this is all about ES and SPY. Again, 4009 is really important area. Respect that till the market is holding above this. You can try long. If market loses this, do not try long. Triple Q. Triple Q was relatively weak and made an inside day. So usually inside day, again, I'll explain inside day for the people who don't know what is an inside day. Inside day is a type of candle pattern where you have yesterday's candle and today's candle. If today's candle, I'll just write down the rules here. Where is the whiteboard? I saw the whiteboard. Okay, I'll use right here. So what is an inside day? And this is applied to any time frame. You can apply it to a day, a 30-minute, 1 hour, 1 month, 1 week. When you have two candles next to each other and previous day, I'm just calling it previous day high is greater than today's high, previous day low is lower than today's low, previous day volume is greater than today's volume. When you have 1, 2, 3 of these conditions, this becomes an inside day. This shows a price consolidation, and when it breaks above the previous day high or a previous day low, it continues for a couple of days. So the inside day is really important. It gives you an area to trade. It gives you a clarity that in case, like today was very choppy session. So for tomorrow, it's giving you an area. If I go above 302, I'll go and break out. If I'm going below 295, I'm going to go and break down. Right now, I'm middle of nowhere, 298. It's inside day. And it's a morning star, but now it's an inside day. So I'll just mention it here. Positive. On this, I want to buy about 302.26. 302.26. Stop loss will be 300 and there. Target will be 3636, 306.36. That's the 12 EMA. And 312.97, 313. So it's an inside days, the possibility is high. So I'm still keeping it 30%. On the short side, we will short once we break below. I'll consider this one, 297. Sell below 297, stop loss is 300, target is 295.60, and then 292. That's a perfect sell off as well. So inside, no. This is inside day. Now let's go into the stocks. Apple. Apple is again like making that gravestone doji. When open is equal to low or open equal to close, it's called gravestone doji. And whenever you have, that's a price of indecision. So it is making a price of indecision right on this 23.6 Fibonacci, and it's making an inside day on it. So I'm still keeping it neutral inside day. I'm expecting it to break out. So the moment it breaks above 147, now buy above 147. I want to test 150.70, 150.70, and the 12 EMA, which is 152.26. 25. Just rounding it off. I am keeping this as neutral, but it's making gravestone doji. So a clear direction should be coming tomorrow for sure on Apple. Also, if you want to consider this as a bull flag, you could. But I want to follow up because I will consider a positive momentum on Apple once it touches 152. Right now it's weak, it's facing resistance and uh, not in a very clear trend direction. It is negative, but now it's bouncing off and it's kind of confused. Okay, then we have a firm. A firm tried to break out again, but it's not able to hold that 12 EMA. So let me just check the trend line again from Haikinishi. Haikinishi is telling me that yes, the trend is positive. It should have done better, but the trend is positive here. For people who do not know how to use Haikinishi, this is the style option. Go look at the chart type and choose Haikinishi or candles. I use Haikinishi just to see the trend. When I'm not sure, I go and check the trend. You can use this on 15 minutes. It's a clear indicator whether you want to hold a position or you want to exit a position on the intraday basis. If you want to evaluate this on the daily basis, it's a wonderful tool which can help you to see the trend. Whenever you see a flat base with a green candle, you need to continue long. When you see a flat top, you need to continue hold your shorts. Anytime the flat bases or flat tops are gone, you need to exit your position. All right. So here it's telling me flat base. It means it should continue to move forward. And I want to go above 2390 now. That's my 12 EMA, 2390. And my target, I'm just coming back to the normal candles for the levels. 28 and 30.88. 28 and 30.88. I'm reducing it to 60% because it should show some follow-up. It did not. So I'm keeping it only to the 60%. AMD. AMD is one trade which we took even today. But again, the problem with AMD is it's not able to break that 34 EMA. And this is the first time after like March of 30th, it tried to test the 34 EMA and break above it. So this is an important event right here. So again, if you want to see what's the trend of AMD, go here, look and see. And what do we get? We get a flat base. Also, it's making a W pattern, which is a breakout pattern. It's not easy to identify this in case of normal candles. It's kind of broken. But if you see here and if you have some experience looking at the candles, from here it came down, tested this, held here, went up, came down, tested this, went up. So it's a W pattern. It's a very good pattern to break out. And I think if market has to go higher, AMD can be the front runner in it. So I am considering AMD excellent and W. Wherever you see W, it's bullish. Wherever you see M, it's bearish. No. Buy above. I want to buy above 96.24, which is a 34 EMA. So 96.25. My stop loss will be 95 now. Target is 99.5, which is right here, and 105, which is right here. So this is my target. I'm still keeping it 70%. 70% is a conviction rate where I'm much more confident on a trade. So it's there. Amazon, again, like could not break above 23.6 Fibonacci. It's getting hard for Amazon to break it. It tried in the morning but failed and came down. The only good thing is it's making a higher high, higher low, and in terms of high Kinishi, it's still showing a positive sentiment. So I'll keep that positive sentiment here, but I'll keep my, you see the price section, the lows here, 2180, 2186. Also, you see in my chart, the previous Fibonacci, 2186 is providing a reasonable support here. So the stop loss has moved up to 2186. And if I have to buy, I want to buy about 2225. So 2225. First target is 2253. 2253, which is the 23 Fibonacci, and then 2343. Reducing it to 60%. It failed to regain, so removing it. BA, I'm in excluding BA, introducing CAT, because CAT was doing good, and we have John Deere's results coming to this week. Also, CAT is making dodgy at the bottom and tested the 12 EMA. So it's getting ready. Like it was showing some strength today, and instead of BA, if I do CAT, I'll just copy this. And keep CAT here. CAT is positive, and stop loss is 205.50. Target is 209, 219.27, and 213.31 and 215. 60% on CAT. Buy in the range 207 and 8. Now Baba had a clean morning star, but could not continue. Like Baidu did move, but Baba is holding, and Baba do not have any gaps for now to fill. So if you have to trade Baba, I think this area, which is the middle, 85 is a very good stop loss for Baba, 85. And buy above the 12 EMA, which is 88.45. I want to buy above so that I can regain it. And high is 94.50. So let's target 94.50, which is the 34 EMA, and 99, the Fibonacci. Again, I'm reducing it to 60% because it should have done its follow-up, but it did not. Disney. Disney like could not do really good. So I am ignoring Disney for now. We can come back and pick up something else in case of Disney. Facebook again, like it went, tested the 12 EMA exactly to the point, 205.18, 205.63, and rejected. Now Facebook has trouble passing on to this. So now Facebook did close above the 12 EMA. Here it was struggling to close. Finally, it did close above the 12 EMA, which is 199.35. So I'll be interested to jump into Facebook above 200 and 250. I'm increasing it to positive because it has regained. And guys, I'll answer all your questions once I'm done with my analysis. I'll open up the mic and you can come and talk and share your charts. 205.63 and 214.75. About 205.50 it can run quickly, aggressively. FedEx, again, it's consolidating hard and hard. I think it's letting the 12 and 34 to cross so that it can break. Right now it's consolidating really hard. It's making a very tight bull flag for me. I think it's waiting for something to happen and all of a sudden you will see 10-20 point move on FedEx. So in terms of level, everything is same, but I'm reducing it to 60% because it should have broken above. It did not. Goog, finally it gave up today. And again, it's an inside day, could not break above the 12 EMA. And its consolidation in this area is really good. So it's finding ample support in this area. So I would go long here about 23.30. Again, I'm keeping it neutral. 20.95 is the close and the support. It's an inside day. If it breaks over 12 EMA, it opens up really good area. 23.80, 24.50. So Google is still neutral, but it's setting up for an inside day. Microsoft, this morning Microsoft went down almost to 250 some area, like, but it tried to regain. The moment it regained 258.5, I mentioned into my Telegram group that I'm going long. I only went long with one option lot of 260, and I did saw that from 390 to 670. It went on to make almost $8, but I was happy. So now it has digested all the negative things. Like it failed from 61, it came down and tested 38, almost tested 23, but bounced from there. Now it is holding that 50. So the moment it breaks above 61, it will continue. So now I am not, I will say neutral now by about 263.15. Stop loss is 261. Target is 269. And 275. Again, if market reverses, that's a separate story. All these stop losses are there. If market reverses, we need to go short underneath them. Netflix. Netflix tried to regain 12 EMA, failed miserably. So I will simply wait for it to cross. I'm reducing it to neutral. I wanted to hold a stop loss of 185.6. Like it's, the buy actually happens over 192. Which is a big stop loss. So the risk reward is not getting better. Target is 198 to 109. So Netflix is neutral. Nvidia is making an inside day similar to, and Nvidia has a perfect morning star similar to what we have here in AMD. Nvidia is holding this regression line, 50% Fibonacci, tested 38 and bounced right from it. Now, if it loses 168, that's a separate story. But I'll be a buyer on Nvidia with a stop loss of 168 now. Buy in the range 172 to 175. If it comes in this range, I'll be accumulating Nvidia for a target of 180.60, which is the 12 EMA, and 185 for now. It's an inside day, perfect morning star, everything is there. Roku lost, like it was looking good in the morning, but again, it lost that momentum, and the W it was making, it went down. So if it holds 94 and above and try it one more time for 104, I think that's the thing, because right now it came here, tested almost there. If it could have done this, it would have made a higher high from the previous week, which would have given me much more confidence. Right now it did not and went down. So I'm taking a neutral trade here with 90 stop loss on Roku. Buy near 93, 94, 92, 93. Target is 170 and 104.25. Reducing it to 60%. Remove all these points. Shopify failed. It could not break above the 12 EMA, and that's the importance of 12 EMA. That if you get rejected, you get rejected, and every time it coming to 12 EMA, it's getting rejected, and then it goes on and on and on. Like again, it's coming to an area where it has seen some support. So 353 is a good support for Shopify, reducing it to neutral now. 353 is a good support. Buy in the range 360, 65. 393 is the EMA, which should be tested, and 421. Square is coming to fill the gap. So if it is 78, if 78 is gone, just exit this position. This is bad. So in this case, if it comes, fill this gap and then comes back above 80, 50, go long only then. Let it do a back test. Let it fill the gap. So the hangover will not be there. Target is 88.70. I'm just going to keep it until then, reducing it to 60%. So right now only AMD and QQQ. QQQ should be 60% as well, 60-40. With an incentive. Only AMD is the one stock which has 70% conviction. All the other are there. Tesla As I always said, selling can get aggressive below 779. It went on to make 618 and something. This is a perfect evening star, but we are at the bottom. So I'll not say anything. But 733 and above, buy above 733. Stop loss of 720. Target of 760. Again, the Tesla days are over, just to be honest. If you are thinking, yes, it will do the magic, no. Sell near 733. Stop loss is 733. Target is 700 and 680. Last one is Twilio. All this Twilio, see, which I did yesterday, they failed to break out, so I'm not covering them. So I have one space. Let me also share the Zoom link. In the YouTube chat. If anybody is interested, you can come over and we can do a round of discussion and I can read your comment. I can explain you the Walmart butterfly. All right, so let me read the comments. And in between, if you want to join in, you can join in. Can you discuss the Walmart butterfly? So in Walmart butterfly, let me see how can I use my whiteboard. Let me stop sharing and use whiteboard. Can you all see the whiteboard? Let me know. Can you all see the whiteboard or it's only a couple of people who can see? Sharing your screen will close the whiteboard for everyone. Okay, I cannot share the screen when I'm using whiteboard. Again, Tarun, I am not interested into earnings as such. So I'll go into paint one more time. Raghu, wait for 1 second. Let me explain Akiva, the Walmart thing. So what I did in Walmart, I have Walmart butterfly, which is 145, 140, and 135. So I am negative. I expected Walmart, because Walmart closed at 148. Walmart is not a big mover, but it has premium associated to it. So now what I did was I bought this for 65 cents. Now I opened it as whole, as a butterfly. I did not try it with the individual legs. Now in this case, if Walmart close in this range between 140 and 145, this 65 cents can easily be $2.5. That's a return of 400%. So in this case, Akiva, you need to understand that I did not want to pay high premiums for Walmart, but my directional trade was on the put side, but I want to take a minimum risk. That's why I went into a butterfly. Now you can start the butterfly by doing like a normal spread and then a credit spread like this. So it's up to you how you want to open it. You can start from buying this call, selling this, adding this, and selling it more, or buy as a spread, sell this as a credit spread, or like what I did, open it as a butterfly upfront. So it's a choice you need to see. The intent was on the negative side, so I went with the uh, butterfly puts. If that answers you, Akiva. No problem, Mr. Bajwa. Uh, Again, Pan W earnings once will be there. We'll talk about that. You can see the whiteboard on YouTube. It said no. Once I start to share the screen, it will remove the whiteboard. Tesla long and short, same from yes. 733 is the main area you need to use. And I've shared the link. Again, let me post one more time. If somebody is missed out, you can join in and Neil, target is earnings, and tomorrow we have retail sales. So let's see how the retail sales comes out, and then we can decide. Earnings, I am not interested to play Chinese earnings. They're really, really bad. And Akiva, it's not neutral. It's a negative trade with the intention to pay less premium. Karthik, I removed BA intentionally. It wasn't my list because it's failing a lot. Today it has negative news. It might move tomorrow, but it has a negative news again and again. Can you please share UPST and NEO chart and explain the trend? UPST and NEO are both down. Like I don't see any reason for them to gain unless something substantial happens in China for NEO. Right now, the trend is totally negative here. The 34 EM is up front, 12 is down. It's not able to regain it. It needs to regain it. If it makes a red candle, it will come down here. So it's a company where I'm not going to trade as individual. But if you have a position, you should not be very optimistic. UPST, it's again like don't expect it to go reasonably higher. The EMAs will come down and somewhere around 40, 45, they will meet. That's the best it can do right now. Not much. It's not going to fill up the gap if you're expecting. It's going to take some reasonable time, substantial earning, and substantial push in the market to make it happen. Hi, Saurabh. Thank you, D. Vikram, you can pick up the thing from Twitter. Chivesh, Pratap, Kiran, hi. 4 critical. Yep. Mr. Kundalia. Oh, wow. 138 watching today. That's good. Yes, I have made some videos and we do this thing on the daily basis mostly. So if you want to understand, I have a video, I think, simple technical trading. You can go there and understand this, how to take Fibonacci and all of that. They are there. I think it's all hello. Hi, everyone. Okay, so I'm opening up this Zoom. Hi, Raghu.
Hi, Naval. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Naval, on futures trading, like I was looking into your videos. Suppose if I buy a any mini SPY. So suppose if it is costing around currently it is ES is trading around 4,000. So I might pay around 13 grand or 40 grand to buy one.
17,000 right now.
17. Okay, 17,000. So that does it has an expiration or it is similar to the stock?
No, it's an expiration.
Okay.
It will expire on June the 22nd.
June 22nd. So by June 20, whatever the expiration date. Suppose today it is trading around 4,000. Suppose if it is goes to 39.50, so then I need to sell with the law. I need to sell on that expiration day for 39.50, or how it?
You can sell it at immediately, like you buy at 40.14,
Mhm.
and you can sell at 40.15. You'll make $50.
$50. Now, suppose if I hold it till the expiration date, so on
You
the
will not be able to.
okay. No, if I hold just I meant not, I will not hold till the expiration
Nobody
date.
can hold it like that.
Okay.
It will cut your, like, they are mark to mark losses.
Okay.
So if you are in loss, it will block your money from your account.
Okay. Suppose if you are like buying anything, which is because now it is around end of June, we have another 35 days time. Suppose if you are buying it 2 days before, I will not buy it, just a hypothetical situation. If I buy like 1 or 2 days before and it goes lower than what is my average value, so then I need that will automatically get sold by the
Yes, it
brokerage of,
will automatically sell it from your account.
from the account. Okay. Okay. Okay.
If
Okay.
you
So
have
just
holdings, it will clear the holdings and sell it. If
okay.
you have
It is.
cash, it will cut the cash and clear it.
So then it might be then similar to the options without any theta or delta decays or
Yes,
so.
yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's,
So
it's like a stock, but every single tick, it will
mhm,
move.
yeah,
Like
based on
usually, if you have, like in India, we also have stock futures. There's
yeah.
no stock futures in the US market. It's only the index futures.
Okay,
Every
okay,
single tick for
uh-huh,
mini is 50 points,
okay.
for
Yeah,
index is 100, and for
yeah,
micro is 5.
yeah, yeah. I made that list. Yeah. Okay. Can I share my screen? Right.
Yes, you can. Let me just make you
Host.
post. You can go ahead and share your screen.
Yeah, yeah. Just now, like I was. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. I was preparing. I prepared a Fibonacci for gold futures.
Uh-huh.
So on the daily chart, I took the regression channel,
Uh-huh.
and then while drawing the Fibonacci, I saw the latest high, which is closer to the
Right.
regression channel. From there to here, I took the retracement.
Yes.
It is correct.
This is perfect.
Okay. Okay.
And
Thank you.
now you will see that 1834 area,
Yeah.
it will start to
Yeah.
find resistance.
Okay. 1834. That 23%. Yeah. Okay. So once it
I-
crosses 1834, then it might go up to 38,
Yes. Once it crosses 38, it will go
61.
to 61.
61, or it might retrace maybe around 50 also, or it will directly to go to
The
38.
probability of 50% is less.
Less. Okay. Okay.
But now
Okay.
you will have a clarity that yes,
Mm.
1834 is an area where I should
Okay.
enter if it
Enter.
crosses
Okay.
above.
Okay. Okay. And last thing, I want to show you something like, have you used these shortcuts on the screen?
I
These.
usually don't do so many time frames, so I don't
No,
use
and I'm
them.
not doing, just we can, this I was looking on the YouTube's. So we
Yes,
can
you
create,
can set them up. I
yeah.
also have like indicators on the screen itself, which
Okay.
will tell you that what's the value of 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do that because that's too much information
Mm-hmm.
and I tend to lose it. So it's less the information you have on your screen, the
Mm-hmm.
better you are. And you will realize it once you start using the system.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Thank
once you start building your trust, you don't have to like check multiple times.
Okay. Now, why I created a, it's like every time I want to go to Zoom or pan, you need to go here. So I created a shortcut so that immediately pan and point that, then added.
No,
I
no,
can,
that's fine. That's good.
yeah, yeah,
That's good. But again, it's something if you are happy, you should use it.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Naval.
No problems. I need to come back and yes, Mr. Earl, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I had the 2 or 3 I was looking at today.
Sure,
I'm just now getting on my computer, so maybe you can pull it up for me.
sure. Tell me.
I'm looking at Save, SAVE.
The airlines, like all the airlines were up like after hours. I don't know. It's
Well,
down.
this one had was it JetBlue had another offer
So
that they put
it
on
was
it
up
today.
from an offer. It's a news related thing.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was also looking at UAL and it was up like 3-4%. I don't know why it was up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't tracking UAL, but
And
maybe it
even
was a
AL,
sympathy.
look, AL, that's also 2-3% up. Even Delta was up. So I'm not sure what happened. And this all happened for all the airlines after hours.
Keep an eye on that one. So yeah, I'm just looking to see if it'll get above the 12 tomorrow, and then
Again, it's a news-based thing, so technical may not be that reliable. But if it does above go 12 EMA, it has potential to go to 21.
see. Another one was
1 second. I
Mhm.
think I read somewhere that maybe United said that the demand for the plane is soaring high. And that's the reason all these companies after hours went up.
Gotcha.
So you can see that if JetBlue has to buy Spirit, they're buying because they are looking for expanding their uh, coverage, right? So they are anticipating more number of people traveling through air in this season and next few years. So yes, it could be a potentially good setup once it breaks above 1950, 1940.
Another one that's kind of news based also, but it's LLY Eli Lilly.
It always moves no matter what happens.
So I'm actually
It's
looking.
making inverted head and shoulders.
Yes. So
Pretty clean.
so it did reject the 310 area. So and maybe it may come back down a little bit more. I'll just keep an eye on that one.
You can, but on a longer term horizon, it's this trend line where it is struggling. Struggle here, struggle here, struggle here, broke out, went down, struggle here, and struggle here today again.
Yep.
So wait for this neckline to clear to make any trade. Because once this neckline is out, I think it will have much cleaner move. Like if I connect from here, see it exactly starting from here, exactly met right in this line.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
So if it clears it, you have a big move on your hands. If it rejects here, like every time it has rejected, it has fallen considerably in next few days. So keep an eye. If it got rejected again, 310, 309, I think it will have some possible downside.
And the last one I had is I'm just watching it because they have earnings tomorrow after hours, but it's KEYS. It's a IT company. They had
Key
an inside day.
company. I have lost enough on this company. It's inverted head. It's head and shoulders. Very clean head and shoulders. No. And this company, I think it can be set up for a very big, massive fall. This is the area like I used to trade this when it was in hundreds.
Mhm.
I didn't even realize it went to 200. So this is the area where it had found the support last times. But this time again, it's like if you take this slant, the neckline, it's breaking. So if it goes below 130, I think it's game on for downside. And
Gotcha.
the way these companies are going down, I will not be surprised if you see them around 110. Because it went up like crazy in this area.
All right. Yep. Those are the only three I had. And once again, thanks for doing this.
Are you looking for shorting keys?
I'm actually looking for. Well, it depends on the earnings. I don't think I'm playing it tomorrow. I'm gonna wait till the earnings come out.
Okay.
But maybe to the upside, but maybe to the downside. Now that you pointed out I didn't see the head and shoulders because I hadn't zoomed out that far yet.
Okay.
So
Because it made an evening star right here. Perfect. But again, it made a dodgy.
yep.
If it would have follow up, then I would have trusted it much better. Let's see. Let's see. Earnings are earnings. They can surprise anybody.
Yep. All right. Thanks again.
No problems. Hi, Nilesh.
Hi, Naval. I wanted to share my screen and get your opinion on Costco.
Okay, Abhishek. You are the host. You can share your screen.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to see, did I draw this Fibonacci retracement correctly, first of all?
What's the high here? Go back to this candle. High here is 609. You could use 612 because it's not too far away. And you're using retracements, right?
Yes, I am. So I just wanted to see if I'm doing this correctly.
It should be fine. Like as such, they should not be. It's only 2 points difference, so
Okay.
it should not be an issue.
Okay. And am I understanding this correctly? So when I see this is consolidation that's happening here.
No, consolidation when it happens, because it's right now holding between 0 and 23.
Yeah.
Consolidation is if it is holding around 23. Because it's now moving up to 23, coming back to 0 and in between. So it needs to consolidate in a, like if you look at 61.8, it's consolidating around that area.
Oh, okay.
And
see.
then fell down.
Okay, got it. So if I wanted to play this, like, because this range is like between 510 and 479, like, how would I, like, would I wait until it breaks the 23.6 Fibonacci to play it, or like, can I play within this range?
You may also add a regression channel here just to see if that gives you more levels, because this range is too big for now.
So add a regression channel?
Yes. From top to bottom.
Same way I've done the Fibonacci, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, just to the right. To the right.
Thank
Yes,
you.
just leave it there. And you need to color it so that you can identify, because I don't use black screen. It's really hard for me to see. I prefer white screen, but you need to see that, yes, if you see the middle arrow is coming, you're adding one more.
Oh, sorry. Let's get out of that.
Just click it. You may change the color later on, but the middle line is giving you some levels that, yes.
Oh, okay.
If it
So
that's a support.
Okay, so that's the support that right here, the middle line, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problems. Yes, Vivek.
Hi, Noel. I wanted to ask about Apple. Today, Apple has rejected around thrice on 15 minutes 147 level, 147 price. So, like,
I would not say it's rejected. It's in this range because it's holding this 145.63 areas. It's not breaking high and breaking low. So it's kind of consolidating.
Okay, between 147 and 145. Okay.
Yes. And if you make it in like 30 minutes, you will see much more clearly that it's consolidating.
Oh, okay. We can consider this as consolidation.
Yes.
Okay.
When you're in a very tight range and not going up, not going down, that's consolidation.
Uh, okay. And I have one more question about Walmart. Like I took a spread of call thinking that tomorrow morning like there is an earning call, right? So I thought like as the inflation is getting higher, Walmart will have better earnings because their revenue will increase. Uh, is it not? Is not that how it works? Like I
I
wanted.
I went down because it closed below 148, which is 61.8 Fibonacci. My simple
Oh,
logic was that.
okay, okay. So
And the
you.
trend was negative.
Hmm. Okay, okay, okay.
I did not have any other thought process.
Hmm. So I wanted to ask about this one. If I make a spread now, tomorrow, if it opens lower, can I open one more spread and convert it into butterfly from the previous legs, or will
Yes,
I
you
like?
can do that. But if you're already on the upper side and it opens lower, you will have nothing to salvage on that spread. It may be 2 cents, 3 cents at most.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thanks, Noel.
All right. Yes, Vijay.
Naval, nice teaching session. A couple of quick questions. What is your overall view on the market? Over the next few months. I know you have been talking on few lectures. I didn't listen to all of them.
See, again, market is trading day by day. I am not sure market will go up. Market has to find a reasonable value, which is still like 5-10% heavier. It should offload. But let's see, because in May, the hike is done. June, we are expecting a 50%, 50 basis point hike, plus the Fed balance sheet reduction will happen, and European Central Bank will also stop running the stimulus of $40 billion. So that will be the first time since 2013, 2014 that European Central Bank is gone out of the picture. So I don't think so market is going to go up easily. It might show some moves, but more or less it's consolidation or down.
I agree. No, I think throughout the history, whenever there is quantitative tightening by Fed, the market has been continuing to go down until they
It's
reverse.
only happened only once, that in October of 2018 happened for a few months, and that's it.
Yes, immediately.
And this is the second time, because right now the balance sheet is really high. Like I've explained all this in multiple videos. So if you can find some time and go back,
Okay.
you will understand. I've done like almost 40-50 minutes on this explaining.
Yeah, I saw. The reason why I'm asking is, could this be a downfall like 2008 or 2000 or 1999?
It's already
2000,
bad than that. Like 2000, the net washout around was like $5 trillion. We're almost like $8 trillion right now in terms of washout.
Okay.
So we're already bad. People will realize only later.
Sure.
Once their 401k is gone, they will understand what happened. Because market is future moving, like, and we all, and Fed, they are laggards. We only come back to realize once everything is done. And this was pretty clear since last December that this is going to happen.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And what is your take on the midterm elections? Because I was thinking most
So
likely
that's completely outside. It has no impact on market.
No,
It's just a perception.
Sure. The reason why I'm asking is my thought process is, although there is no balance sheet reduction since 2018,
it has nothing to do with elections. Just take things that out from your mind.
Okay. So Fed would not react because
Fed, Jerome Powell is ready for next 4 years. Fed will continue, and just again, like it's a theory or conspiracies or whatever you want to call it. It comes out when you start talking to people who have less information half-baked information. And when you read articles, stop
Sure.
doing that. Go
Okay.
to Federal Reserve website,
Mhm.
understand their notes, what they are saying, read
Sure.
it. No need to discuss with somebody unless you have full information in front of you.
Okay. So just
Just
follow
rely on
the.
that, because this is half-baked information. This is something you think it will happen, but no, it's not going to happen.
So very likely Fed will continue to tighten irrespective of.
They have no choice. If they do not do it, US
Mhm.
dollar will default.
Mhm, mhm.
So they have no choice.
The inflation will keep going up. That could be a bigger problem.
I discussed this right in the beginning of this session about this.
Okay. One more thing, Costco, when we say most of the high P stocks are going down significantly, right? But Costco seems to be still
It already gave
slight.
up 225%, 20%. Like I
Mhm.
went into Costco when it was 553
Okay.
right here. This was the trade which I shared with my Twitter and community, that it was consolidating tuck, 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 tuck at
And
600.
then
People
bounce.
were never thinking about 600 in Costco. We
Sure.
traded that 600. Once it
Mhm.
did, it failed.
Yes, it did.
It failed big, and it's not going to come back easily.
Sure.
The only direction it has right now is to go down, because it's making a big M. This is the
Mhm.
same M pattern which Amazon had, and Amazon went down like this.
Sure.
So the next number in, see, Fed has to take out $9 trillion from the economy.
Mhm.
Only big companies are left with that kind of money. Amazon already cut into half. Facebook is cut into half. Nvidia is cut into half. So from where the money will come? Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Costco, couple of more companies, like where the money flow in. That's it.
And usually in the later stages of
Take out
the
9.
market, usually on the later stages of market correction, the value stocks tend to fall too, right? That would be another place where how S&P could go
Value
down to like
stocks, again,
3,000 or.
at this time, the valuation is still expensive. We are still trading above the COVID highs. Nothing
Yes.
has changed in terms of fundamental in the economy. In fact, we have worsened the economy by providing so much of free money. So
Yeah.
there is no valuation as of now for value stocks. It can go down much more.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, thank you.
All right. So guys, I have 2 more minutes. If yes, Vivek.
Hi, now. I have this question. Like during earnings, why don't you go for a straddle? Like if you want to, like if we are not that lucky during earnings, I
I
wanted to
will use
ask, like,
both sides.
okay,
It's
uh,
not always the market is giving you such kind of moves. Not always. Just because market is finding these companies at a higher valuation a miss, they're just killing it. But in the past, and maybe in the future as well, you will find that, let's say Amazon, you buy a straddle $50 for long, $50 for put, expecting $200 move. Amazon open at the same price. You will cut
even though,
down both from calls and puts.
oh, okay,
That
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 happens too.
that is the most significant thing which happens in earnings.
It
Just,
doesn't move even though it had good earnings.
yep, it will fall if it had good earnings. If it will move, it would have bad earnings. So it's gonna happen. Like right now, market is coming back to the reality. So all these things will happen. The option
Oh,
premiums will be, see, option premium are the staple right for all these fund managers. They just short it so that they can use the IV to make money.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was just reading about straddle, and then I wanted to ask, like, why can't we use? Yeah, okay, got it. Thanks, man. Yeah.
Sajin Patel, inflation is high. I think Fed will be little. That is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. When inflation is high, Fed will increase the interest rate more. They will increase the balance sheet reduction more. Market do not like. Market runs on the liquidity. Market doesn't run on the liquidity crunch. David, Amazon looks head and shoulder on 1 hour. Again, I don't use 1 hour, but let's see on 1 hour. 1 hour talking about this. That's too much, too tight of a range to call it a head and shoulders. Too tight. All right, guys. I think we are good for today. I'll be posting this information. And if you have any questions for any of this, please let me know. I'll try to answer as much as I can. And the way you participated today, if you participate every day, we can have more clear ideas. Like, it's not me, I have to pick up 20 stocks. You can tell me the stock ideas like Earl did. And we can include and we can use for our information and make a good community setup for everybody, where you can come, you can use that information and make money for your families. All right, nobody's taking any kind of cost here to come and talk. We have a platform, we have a community where you can come and talk to each other. And it happens almost every day on the weeks. All right, have a good night. Thank you for joining in. We'll see you tomorrow.